How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 5 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and wow guys, can you believe that in just 5 short days we are going to have our hands on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Once again, it feels like such a long time since we started this channel, and we had 145 days left, and now all we have is 5 days left. I know I cannot wait, and if you guys can also not wait, let me know in the comment section down below. But to help us wait a little bit, what we're going to be talking about today is something that Reggie actually stated, which is hinting towards a possible DLC character announcement this upcoming Thursday, as well as a couple new spirits, which do in fact help my theory that spirits do deconfirm characters. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because we have all of this evidence, that does not mean that this is 100% true, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to both of the original tweets in the description bar down below, and now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where all this info came from. So guys, what we are going to be taking a look at today are actually 2 tweets from official Nintendo people. So first of all, we are going to be taking a look at a tweet from Nintendo Versus, in which we take a look at a couple new spirits, and then we are also going to be taking a look at a video in which Reggie hints towards DLC characters being announced this upcoming Thursday. So if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now, otherwise we are going to start talking about what was posted by Nintendo Versus. So guys, like I said, the first thing that we are going to be taking a look at is a tweet from Nintendo Versus. Now, if you don't know what Nintendo Versus is, basically it is a Nintendo-run Twitter page that talks about all of the competitive scene games such as Smash, Splatoon, ARMS, and stuff like that. So if you are interested in competitive Nintendo games, I highly recommend you give them a follow. However, in today's tweet that we're going to be taking a look at, they aren't actually talking about the competitive scene, but instead they are talking about a couple of new spirits. So as we can see on screen right now, they start by saying, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, those with save data for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu will unlock the partner Pikachu spirit, and those with save data for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will unlock the partner Eevee spirit. Be sure to have your Pokemon Let's Go save data ready on 12/7, and as we can see, there are 2 new spirits, being the partner Pikachu and the partner Eevee. So guys, ever since this was tweeted, I must have gotten at least 20 messages with them saying, oh, it looks like spirits don't deconfirm characters in the game, and to that I have to say, I still believe they do. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yes, Pikachu now does have a spirit in the game that is a support spirit. So for those of you guys who don't know, there are 2 types of spirits in the game. You have your support spirit, and you also have your fighter spirit. Now, the fighter spirits are for the characters that are in the game. You have your Marios, your Luigis, your Bowsers, your Captain Falcon. Those spirits are characters that you can play as in the main game, and then the support spirits are characters like Dr. Wily, Tails, Shadow, etc. All of those characters that you can't play as in the game, but that you can attach to your character. Now, right away, people are like, oh look, Pikachu is a support character, so now that means that a fighter character has 2 types of spirits, a support and a fighter spirit, so obviously you can put him in. However, this is a different Pikachu. Partner Pikachu is a completely separate Pikachu. They are not the same thing, and we can tell that just by the name. Pikachu's fighter spirit name is just Pikachu, because that is the Pikachu that fights in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, this is the Pikachu from Pokemon Let's Go, and they are distinguishing it by calling it Partner Pikachu. So they are completely different spirits, so the argument that just because Pikachu now has 2 spirits really doesn't hold up, because at the end of the day, they are 2 different characters. So guys, earlier in the video, I made the claim that I believe that spirits deconfirm characters, and this was like the nail in the coffin, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. However, I did make a whole video on this subject, so I'm not going to go super in-depth, so if you guys want to watch that whole video, I'll leave a link in the description as well as the pinned comment, but for now we're going to go over a couple of key points. First of all, in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, it was stated, characters that lost their physical forms except fighters are the definition of spirits. That shows, for example, since Zeno is a spirit, he's basically deconfirmed. Next up, a lot of people are saying that King K. Rool and Wii Fit Trainer are both spirits, however, they are classified as Captain K. Rool and the tree pose for the Wii Fit Trainer. Also, since we know that spirits were brought into the game to add characters to Smash that weren't playable fighters, why would they later add characters that aren't spirits into Smash? That just doesn't make a lot of sense since they were already added in a different kind of way. And now we're going to talk about what I meant by being the final nail in the coffin in terms of the Partner Pikachu and Partner Eevee. Similar to the tree pose for the Wii Fit Trainer and Captain K. Rool, the fact that they distinguish Pikachu as Partner Pikachu, I think means that all DLC characters that are currently spirits are now deconfirmed. I say that because what is the point of making that distinction? Now, if you guys have watched a couple of my videos for the past couple of days, I have been talking about Poochie. Poochie is a character that is highly likely to be DLC at this point because there is no spirit for regular Poochie. Now, there is a spirit for Poochie with a completely different name. It's like SPI Poochie Yarn or something like that, but it isn't Poochie. Poochie is a super big name right now in the Nintendo world, especially since he got his own amiibo and stuff like that, and he's going to play a huge role in Yoshi's Crafted World. So why would Poochie not have a spirit in the game? All signs are pointing towards spirits deconfirming characters. However, guys, like I said, until we get official confirmation or until all the DLC characters are officially revealed, we do really have no way of knowing for sure if this is true, even though as of now all of the signs are pointing towards yes, spirits do in fact deconfirm fighters. However, I don't want you guys thinking that I want this to be the case just because there are a lot of characters that are spirits that I really wanted to play as, such as Tails and Zeno. So if this theory does end up being false, trust me, I'm going to be extremely happy. Now let's go ahead and talk about something that Reggie said, which points towards a new DLC character being announced this Thursday at the Game Awards. So guys, like I said, this is an official statement from Reggie, so let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
With Reggie, because I said, you know, if he's going to steal my Game Awards date to launch Smash Brothers, I got to challenge him.
It's the day before. You're the day before.
December 6th,
I'm the day
at 9 p.m. Pacific. I bet that's when Smash comes out.
So we need to do something special on your show.
Okay, well, we'll stay tuned.
We'll see.
See what we can do. But
so we need to do something special on your show.
Okay.
So for those of you guys who weren't listening or just could not comprehend what Reggie just said, basically, this guy was talking to Reggie about the Game Awards and about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, the Game Awards are going on this upcoming Thursday and Smash is released the day after, and Reggie just basically confirmed that something big is going to happen at the Game Awards. Now, Nintendo has a pretty interesting history at the Game Awards, so I'm not 100% sure what's going to end up happening because I think one year they showed off like Breath of the Wild, and then another year they just came and brought nothing. So this year it could be completely up in the air. It could be Pikmin 4, it could be Metroid Prime 4, or they could take the Mewtwo DLC route like they did in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS and just announce another DLC character. Now, we aren't going to get gameplay for it because like Sakurai said, the new character was just decided, but I think that we are going to get a trailer very similar to Mewtwo's in which they show off a new character's model. Now, we're not going to get any gameplay like I said, and eventually down the line we are going to get a full CGI trailer, but until then, we really just have no way of knowing what we're going to get. I mean, if we're looking at this logically, there's no way they're going to show up at the Game Awards with no big character announcement. The Game Awards are a huge platform, and if Nintendo comes and reveals some huge third-party character like Sora or Kratos, which is never going to happen, or Shantae or someone like that, and everybody goes nuts, that's just going to make that many more people want to buy the game. I have no idea who the character is going to be, however, I do have a couple of theories. First of all, if we decide to still trust Vergaben, then the very first character that's going to be revealed this upcoming Thursday at the Game Awards, it's probably going to be a Square Enix character being either Geno, Sora, or Lara Croft, and as of now, I'm heavily leaning towards Sora. Now, I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to announce Sora this Thursday at the Game Awards, they're just going to show us his character model for the game, and then right when Kingdom Hearts 3 is about to come out, we're going to get the official gameplay trailer, and they're going to add him to Smash. However, I decided to take a look at what games were nominated for Game of the Year, so let's go ahead and talk about the characters that could be revealed. First of all, we have Celeste, and that's an indie game, and although I think it's a really good game, and if you haven't played it, you really should because it is awesome, I don't think she's going to get in. Next, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's no way a character from that is getting in. Then we have God of War, and once again, I don't think that Kratos has a chance of making it in. Same with Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Spider-Man. However, the last game that was nominated for Game of the Year is Monster Hunter World. Now, there have been a ton of rumors flying around of a Monster Hunter character making it into Smash, especially since we have Rathalos from Monster Hunter as both a boss and an assist trophy. That just adds to the credibility that a Monster Hunter character could be announced at the Game Awards. Could you guys imagine if Monster Hunter World won Game of the Year, even though it probably won't, but could you imagine if it did win Game of the Year, and then we announced a Monster Hunter character coming to Smash? That would be super amazing, and although I don't think Nintendo is going to bank on that, I just think it would be a great announcement. And then the last character that I actually think has a very legitimate shot of making it in as the character announced at the Game of the Year Awards is Waluigi. Now, hear me out. I understand that he's an assist trophy, and I understand he probably won't make it in, but could you guys imagine a room full of people, a huge crowd, millions of people watching all over the world, and Nintendo comes up on stage and they're like, we are going to announce our very first Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character, and then all of a sudden, we see the character model of Waluigi. The crowd would go nuts, the world would go nuts, everybody would go nuts. I really don't think this is going to happen, but if it did, I think it would be amazing, and I think Nintendo should totally do that, because as of now, I am still on Team Waluigi. However, guys, those are just my thoughts on what we covered today, so if you guys think anything differently about this, please let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, do you guys still believe that spirits do not deconfirm characters? And also, do you believe that we are going to be getting a new character announced at the Game Awards this Thursday? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.